Well, today I've come to Essex and to Wickford, which is the home of trainer Paul Young. And actually Martin Wiley is just up the lane there as well, so a bit of a doggy area. Paul Young's though is potentially the biggest kennel in the country, over 200 dogs here. It's fair to say life is busy.
We're busy enough, obviously one of the biggest kennels in the country, like, you know, probably around the 200 dogs in all, like, you know, but plenty of runners at Romford keeps us busy all week.
And obviously a mix of open racers and graders. How would you sort of assess the standard of dog in your kennel at the moment?
I've got one or two nice dogs there, but it's not like we used to have years ago, like, you know, but, you know, but we still enjoy life, and, you know, we like going to Romford, going racing there, and when we have one or two nice dogs, we'll travel around the country, like, you know.
Let's talk about Bubbly Apache first of all, because it's going to be an amazing story if he comes back, as well as his first trial back has shown that he potentially might. What's been happening?
Yeah, well, he broke his hock about 8 months ago, and we weren't sure we were going to bring him back or not, but around the paddocks and out walking, he was showing signs that he really wanted to get off the lead. So I thought we'd give him a good few gallops. He was galloped for about 3.5 months, and then we had bad weather, so we stopped for a while, and then we went back galloping again. Then Paul's given him 3 hand slips around Romford, and his first trial, he done 24.02 around Romford, which was fantastic. But we will take, obviously, one step at a time with him. There's no rush and there's no pressure.
Of course. You can see the leg that was broken, and it's sort of a bit thicker than the other one. But do you think that means it'll be stronger and hopefully hold well?
Yeah, they sort of callus over, the bones get stronger and thicker. So he hasn't had no pain in that hock since he's been trialling back. He's been to the physio every week, and he's been giving him all clear. So I've been really, really happy, but it's a long way to go.
Well, dare I dream to think about the D word, the Derby.
Oh God, obviously, yeah, if he was to be like ready for the Derby, then he would take his part in it, but it's a long way.
I think you've given us plenty of very good dogs to follow here today, including Rolling Sydney, who of course was runner-up at Crayford in the Golden Jacket. Stunning looking dog. Big dog though, 36.5 kilos. You wouldn't think he'd suit Crayford? No,
you wouldn't, like, you know, he's a lovely looking dog, big leggy, stridey dog, and obviously he wouldn't have thought that would suit him, that track, but he done himself proud and got to the final. Was probably a bit unlucky, but the winner was a good winner anyway, like, you know, 2 years on the trot, you know, it takes some doing, and well done to them, like, you know, but he done himself proud.
He's been a little bit unlucky in tracks prior to that. He's hit the deck a few times. What would the plans be for him now?
Going forward, there's a little race at Romford in a few weeks' time, heats and final. Probably go for that. Finals on the Puppy Cup and the Champion Stakes night. And then after there, you know, going forward, we might look at the Regency at Brighton and, you know, the Ledger later on in the year.
We've also seen Bombay the best here. This dog's been really interesting, racing at Romford and now at Toaster, and seems to be improving at a rate of knots.
Yeah, he's a lovely dog. He's a real nice dog. He is. He's took to Toaster well, actually, and a good last run round there. I think 29.43. Yeah, no, he's a really nice dog, and he might be one potentially to go in the Derby this year too.
Really taking a shine to Toaster as well. It's time to improving quickly there.
Yeah, he's improving every time he's been round there. Yeah, he's. I think there's more to come from him really. He's quite a stocky dog, but yeah, he's settled in the kennel great, and he's lovely.
Bubbly Cherokee is another one we've seen today, and at the time of recording this, he's heading to Monmore for the Monmore Puppy Derby. But a very exciting dog for you. He's
a very nice dog. Got plenty of pace. He won round Kilkenny, his first ever race, and then he won at Clonmel in 28.70. He's only had the one race for us, so plenty of pace down the back straight at Monmore, finished second. And he's had a couple of nice trials since then at Romford, and looking forward to him in the Puppy Cup going forward.
And what about future-wise? You've only had him sort of 6 to 8 weeks, I think you said. You're still getting to know the dog. How good do you think he can be?
Oh, I think he'll be a Toaster dog for the Derby this year as well. That style of running and 500 to suit him down to the ground.
Good April is a lovely little bitch we've seen today. She's not been in your kennels that long, and it's not been overly straightforward either.
No, she was. She come over and she had a bit of the kennel sickness, but it took her a long time to get back eating properly and all that. So we took her time with her, but she's a lovely bitch. I really like her. I think she'd be a nice stayer in the making.
Plans for her include hopefully the Brighton Bell, but she hasn't raced for you yet, so it's hard to know what to expect. She did race Winter Festival in Ireland.
Yeah, Owen McKenna had her for the last race over there in Ireland. She ran well, and but I said it's been a bit of a hard start with her because she's been a bit off colour, but she's a bit of a fussy eater, so we're just putting the weight on easily with her.
I'm so impressed by the pups you've got here today. 7 months old. They often look like bears, but yours are absolutely stunning and exciting breeding, and dogs that mum and dad, dogs that people are very fond of, I think it's fair to say. Tell us about them.
Obviously, Bubbly Bluebird, he was a great dog for us in the kennel over the years. And obviously Three Ems, she might not have lived up to her potential, but you know, they're 2 pets now, but obviously we had a litter out of them. We've got 11 lovely pups, six bitches and 5 dogs, all black, obviously, but lovely, boisterous, bully pups, you know, and look forward to them, you know, to start them schooling later in the year.
Lovely to see Bubbly Bluebird, but he doesn't change, does he?
No, he don't. He's a lovely dog. Nervous dog, obviously. You know, anyone comes to the gate, he just barks, but he won't go near you. But he give us great fun and whatever. And he's a lovely pet as well. He comes indoors, he runs around outside, he enjoys life.
Hopes for the pups? Can you tell anything at this age? How good they are?
I do like them. They've got plenty of life in them and character, and like, you know, more on Ems's side than they have on her dad's side. There's no nerves in this 11 anyway.
And as much as you have all this racing going on and all these races, I can tell when you're with the pups, you love them, don't you?
We love them, you know, the pups, it's a lovely side of it to go and play with the pups and whatever. You know, especially when the weather's nice and you don't mind. You know, they jump all over, play with them and, you know, enjoy it, and it's something to look forward to.